I'm Michelle Russo, and this is the Sunday Scary Show. We're going to break down the good, the bad, and the downright scary experiences of the modern dating world. In this series, I'm going to cover everything from ghosting to what's going down in the DM. And to throw in a little twist, I've decided to use the Lent Brewery as my home base for filming.
I don't want to go in there. I don't like it.
No one can hear you scream down here, but you'll hear me. So what's scarier, the modern dating world or the paranormal? You be the judge. This is the Sunday Scary Show. I'm having a great time. Please watch the show. See you guys later. We are pouring. Okay, welcome to today's episode of the Sunday Scary Show. I'm Michelle Russo. Today is going to be such a fun episode because I'm joined with my friend, Holly Patrick. My Rams friend from way back in the day. This camera. We got the setup here. We got camera. That's why I had to get my chins right, you know, because they can get you from any side. So Holly and I, we cheered together for the Rams. We were college roommates. We went through the entire tryout process together because I had no dance experience, and Holly was like, "It's nothing. It's no big deal. Come on, let's try." So now I've conned her, I should say, into this episode. You ready? I'm having a housewife-size White Claw. Holly is having a full-fledged whiskey moment with no mixer, no chase. How's it taste?
Like whiskey with no mixer or chaser.
It's Pickney Bend. They're local. They're Missouri. Pretty good. Used to be a client of mine. We like them.
Nice.
Let's talk dating. Are you scared?
A little bit.
She's scared. She's petrified. She's petrified anyway because Holly evidently hates anything ghostly, and here we are at the Lent Brewery, and it's like haunted AF. What was that?
Allegedly. Don't say that.
Okay. Not allegedly. It really is. It really is. But there's also band practice going on at across the way here. So we had this like entire episode planned, and it was going to be this great this moment for the Sunday Scary Show that we've never had before because Holly has a Bumble match that had agreed to come on the show, and they were going to meet for the first time here. Yeah. What's his name? Colin. Shout out to Colin.
Also allegedly, it is Bumble. So.
Oh yeah, allegedly Colin has decided to not respond to, did he stop responding or just say no? Because we had this all planned, this was going to be it was going to be the best episode ever, and now Colin doesn't want to come.
Colin doesn't want to come. And he lives 3 minutes away, so I just feel like, the gumption isn't really there.
Yeah. You know what, Colin, get your shit together because we were looking forward to this. I was looking so forward to this.
It was going to be interesting.
It was.
I'd never met Colin, so we did not know yet if he was an actual candidate or not, but it would have been fun to find out.
And we're moving on, Colin. We're going to find someone else on Bumble probably today, and they're going to come on the show, and they're going to do their first meeting, and it's going to be fantastic.
Yes.
So what about Colin? Colin is a little bit younger. Colin is 26.
Colin's 26.
Colin's 26, and Colin's got some nice muscles. What does Colin do? You can pull up your phone. It's okay.
I don't know. Hang on.
Or did Colin say that he wants to come back on the show? He's on his way. He'll be here. He'll take the challenge.
So, I think he does something in finance.
Does he have a nice profile?
Yeah, for a 26-year-old.
What's his bio? I'm curious. Actually, you could read me your bio too. Are you a good bio writer?
No.
I used to not even have a bio.
Okay, you know how people answer questions that are like mountains or beaches? I'm like, I don't really give a
Yeah.
Like,
I don't either.
So I just put a quote, and the quote that I try to put on there is just something that says like, I'm not that serious.
What's the quote?
Well, I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. It's going to be a good one.
He's finance and strategy at logistics.
Cool.
That's very vague. So
sounds interesting. Colin sounds like a blast. Also, aside from saying that he won't come on the show like he said he was going to, his first date was going to be working out at the park. How do you feel about workout dates?
Right now, we're kind of limited. So, I appreciate like actually trying to plan something.
Yeah. You actually want to meet a guy for the first time and go work out? I would die.
I mean, like,
what kind of workout? Like a run, like a jog?
I could go for a jog. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe like a brisk walk. I think like
Walk
a walk
would be nice.
What's the parameters here? He's probably gonna sign you up for like a 75-day hard challenge. You're gonna be out there lifting weights and
No, I heard
muscle.
those 75-day challenges prohibit alcohol.
They do.
And so, especially right now during quarantine, do not sign me up for that.
Yeah, no. Okay, so Colin's not gonna come on the show.
No.
He's gonna make you work out. I wanna say like, sorry, Colin. Probably on to the next.
Yeah, probably. But also, that's not the worst date I've been asked on. There was a guy that asked if I wanted to go play Frisbee at the park.
Was this recently?
This was this week.
This week?
This week.
What'd you say?
No.
Why?
I don't.
Because you're not a dog.
I can't tell you the last time I threw a Frisbee.
Frisbee at the park.
Like, what are we gonna do? We're gonna stand
6 feet away from each other.
way more than that. I think Frisbee throwing.
I'm just saying like proper quarantine
you know,
etiquette.
Like, how are we gonna talk if we're throwing? Like, if we're gonna go to the park on a first date because there's nowhere else to go, you better have a blanket, charcuterie board, and
Buttery
wine.
Chardonnay.
If my mom were coming, because that's what she drinks.
Buttery Chardonnay. We
Yeah.
are gonna bring Holly's mom on one of the future episodes because she is truly the best looking mom I have ever seen. I mean, like, it's gotta be.
So she,
I don't know what
she's in a
water.
relationship now,
She is.
and she met him on Bumble.
She met him and she's 54.
Yeah.
And met someone on Bumble.
Bumble knows no
No
age barriers.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Oh, Bumble's got all the things.
Yeah, well, when she bumbled, it's a lot different from when I bumble. So when I bumble, guys are like, hey.
Well, wait, don't you still you still have to say the first thing to the guy, right?
Yeah, so usually
What's
I
your
just,
line?
Hey there.
I would say, hey.
I mean, just like you can, like, I have to initiate said conversation, but you can like start like asking me if you're, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I never ask anything.
You want to make it weird?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I will tell you this before we go on to that. Bumble for 54-year-olds is very different from Bumble for 30-year-olds.
Oh, I'm sure.
So everyone that's 54 wants to call you.
Yeah.
Like they all call her and they have like these long conversations. I'm like, anymore, I could be dating someone for 3 months and we would have maybe once talked on the phone.
Not anymore. Now it's like, post quarantine. Now, isn't it a little bit different? People talk on the phone. People are doing the video chats. Have you done one?
Mm-hmm.
Weird.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like the new normal.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
Now that quarantine is over and they're starting to slowly open things up and people are allowed to be in groups. Now we have very small groups here at the Sunday Scary Show. Very, very small. Very spaced out. This is pretty decently spaced. We could spread it out even more if you're alarmed. But if we put your Instagram handle below and a guy, we'll just invite the guys to slide in your DMs and be like, yeah, I'll go on a first date and meet you at the Sunday Scary Show in a couple weeks. What do you think?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your Instagram handle? I don't know what it is off the top of my head.
Is it just my Instagram name?
I don't know.
I don't know how this works.
We're gonna find. Okay.
What's the ad sign?
What's your ad? Are you at?
Am I H Patrick 57?
She's H Patrick 57. We're gonna verify
57.
that. We'll throw it on the bottom of the screen. Slide into Holly's DMs, and you get to come and tour the space. You get to like hang out with us. It's spacious. We have hand sanitizer. It's very clean. It's very safe. we don't skip.
Light on the clean.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's still it's a little. I mean, it's rustic. That's it.
It is rustic.
It's rustic. It's cool. But I really want that sit down moment of like we could see if you're being catfish. We could see your true, honest reaction when a guy walks in. You're like, ooh, it could be like match made in heaven.
Yeah.
We could find your husband on the show. Slide into
cool.
Holly's DM, and we'll see you in a couple weeks. Okay, back. We forgot to talk about Holly's Instagram quote that is on her Bumble. So what's that famous quote? Actually, you had two quotes, but you changed it. I like your first one.
So my first quote that I put on there was, "A little party never killed nobody."
A little party never killed nobody. That's
with
right.
This emoji. And
Was it well received?
I don't know. I don't think
I
anybody.
feel like guys are always like, oh, so this in
So-
your profile. They don't know what to say either.
So I did that because like post ex-boyfriend, he was very serious and like whatever, and I was like, I want to send the opposite message, like I'm not putting on an apron and going to bed at 8 p.m. every night. I'm not whatever, you know what I mean? Like
People that go to bed at 8 p.m.
I can do that, but like
I'm not.
that's not all I'm doing. So I wanted to send the message that like if you're not
down to party.
If you're a square, we're probably not going to work out.
Okay, so
Swipe left.
You're new. Swipe left, bitch.
And then I thought, well, maybe that's a little too. Can't take me seriously.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went slightly less serious, but not very serious.
What you're not as serious.
It says, I'd rather be someone's shot of whiskey than everyone's cup of tea.
As you have a little whiskey. Have a little drink of your whiskey. Because I can tell she's scared because she thinks I'm just going to set her up for something like Colin, that's his name?
Mm-hmm.
Like he's just going to come walking in and I've like arranged it, but I swear he hasn't. I keep looking over there because I keep hearing something, but you don't like the paranormal, so we won't speak about it.
That was not me checking the time. That was a
Okay.
Bumble notification.
From Colin?
He did send something.
Tell his ass to come. We have been sitting here under these heat lamps. I'm glistening.
Here's the thing though, like I'm not gonna beg.
Okay, that's true. Okay.
You know?
Sorry, Colin. The day is done.
Like
It's
we
over.
really wanted you to come play, but
You don't want to
if
play.
you're not eager to come meet me in any type of circumstance,
Just because we asked you to come to an abandoned warehouse in the middle of downtown St. Louis and you said no, Colin, says more about you than it does about us, right?
100%. Cheers.
God. Cheers to that. Let's talk about your mom's dating. Holly's hot mom and what she's up to. What kind of weird shit does she run into? I mean, I know she could explain more when she comes on her episode, but
So I don't really get into it, but like details with her, but
oh, I would. I am thoroughly invested in what it's like dating online in your 50s.
So I actually was like, she's not gonna find anyone on Bumble. And then look, now she has a boyfriend from Bumble, and I'm still trying to beg Colin to come meet me. But
Which again, hella rude.
But aside from her saying like they are all like the older people obviously are more like relationship bound and like want to talk on the phone and like get to the feelings like right away.
They're in their feelings.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, and then like I talk to people and they're like, oh, wanna go? Yeah, I'd love to meet you. Me and like 17 of my buddies are going to Molly's on
God,
Saturday.
isn't that the worst?
If you want to show up.
Yeah, if you want to show up, I probably won't buy you a drink, but like, if you want to come, you can.
Yeah, no, definitely not coming. But my mom is so much more bold than I am.
She is bold.
So I went on a date with a dentist at Schneidhorst, and I will not say his name, but his pictures made him look very attractive. Not that that's everything, but
it's false advertisement when you put a picture out there
Yeah.
and then you show up looking like a busted mess. It's false advertisement.
Yeah.
You could get sued. You get big shit for that. You cannot be putting that stuff out there.
So I met him and I went through all the motions like the whole time. Like the second I walked up, I was like, oh shit, nope. But
you still went.
I'm too nice,
Yeah.
whatever. My mom the other day told me that there's been like 4 times where she showed up for a date and said, nope, this is false advertising, and left.
After did she see him for far? Does he know, like, she's here, she sees me?
No, yeah,
She's not
there.
into it, and
She's
she's-
there, she lets them know.
She tells them?
Yes, she's so bold.
She is so bold.
Like-
And yet she still found love on Bumble. Maybe that's our problem.
Yeah, I'm too nice.
That's the problem with like our generation.
Yeah.
We're just like too afraid to tell the truth.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, I was like, no, you didn't. She's like, yeah, what? I don't false advertise. Like, what, they showed up and I was some like freaking, what? I'm like, oh gosh.
No,
That's my
she shows up looking right, and that's why she's
Yeah.
So she's been dating this guy for how long?
Like 6 months, Caitlin?
6 months?
6 months.
Do you like him?
I love him.
Oh man, a Bumble success story.
Yeah, I know.
Totally not her type.
Totally not her type. Country boy. But
Country boy, that's definitely not her type.
our best friend, Missy, she and her husband, they're married. They have a 2-month-old. They met on Bumble.
I'm hearing more and more success stories.
Yeah,
I really am.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, my mom always says you have to kiss a lot of frogs before you find your prince. So
Well,
obviously,
you have to kiss a lot of
they're-
frogs. You have to like back them into a corner and be like, come meet me at this abandoned warehouse. We'll put you we'll put you on camera. It's gonna be fine. Just like, what is
Yeah.
that? I don't know why he wouldn't want to come
Yeah.
here. Like, you know.
I mean, you asked me, and I was like, done.
Well, that's because
Maybe that's also my problem.
That's true. That's true.
I didn't even question. I was like, what are we talking about?
What do you want to do today? Sure, I'll go meet you in an abandoned warehouse. That's what people need to do, and then they'll find love.
That's trust. I trust you do.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
She trusts me. We'll see. We'll see how much she trusts me by the time this show is over. Well. Let's talk about Charlie. Talk about Charlie.
So, we've embarrassed people that have tried to date me, so now I feel like we should talk about my most embarrassing dating experience.
Charlie's our age?
Charlie's our age.
Okay.
Uh-huh. So, yeah, okay.
Okay,
So
we'll preface, this is back in college.
in
Charlie-
college, yeah, my hands are sweating. Yeah. So I didn't even go to Mizzou. And
Yeah, you did. You went for a second?
not when I met Charlie.
Oh, okay.
So I was just visiting weekly.
For Charlie.
Not at first.
Oh, okay.
At first it was just like, Lindenwood sucks.
Lindenwood sucks.
Everyone at Mizzou is having such a great time.
I should probably go.
I'm gonna go every week, like Wednesday through Sunday.
Yeah.
Not go to class at Lindenwood.
How? You fail out of Lindenwood if you miss 2 days.
Well,
All right. Anyway, so tell me about Charlie. I don't want to bring up the past too much.
so
with Lindenwood.
I met Charlie at Big 12. And
I was in the back just giggling.
I was like,
just sitting in the back like,
you know, my ballsy self, super aggressive. I was like, you're cute. You know, after, you know, probably like,
too many of these whiskeys.
I wouldn't drink whiskey then, but 75-cent triple wells. That's right. That's right.
75-cent hangover from hell.
I told him, you know, you're cute, blah, blah, blah. And he's like, we met last week. I was like, oh, well.
You have a very forgettable face, Charlie.
Yes.
However, wait a second, that's almost too damn good. So Charlie has such a forgettable face that you forgot you met him a week prior, but you've been chasing him for 11 years, you said?
11 years, yep.
Awesome.
So that night, I made Charlie go in the girls' bathroom with me, not to do anything like that, just like almost as like my girl buddy, like, I gotta go to the bathroom, come with me. And he's
Did
standing.
he agree?
He's literally, yeah.
Oh.
He's like, I'm in the stall and he's just standing by the sink and girls are just like, what the is this dude doing?
Why
in
is
here?
Charlie in the girls' bathroom? And he's like, I didn't think it was gonna go like this.
Yeah, he's like, oh shit, the stuff you will do to get laid in college. So, I guess I came from Lindenwood, so I had no idea, like, fraternities,
We had no idea.
whatever. So
There was one. Remember when I almost joined it? Awful. There was one.
I think it was more like a book club. I don't think it was a sorority.
I joined the Rams instead. If that tells you
Which-
anything. Close second.
Yeah, close second.
Anyway.
So, I guess the pledges drive and like pick up the drunk older
Yeah,
people.
Deacon talked about it. He's done that.
So, you know, I jump in the car, we go back to Beta, we listen to Taylor Swift
we were just writing her love song.
for
Lyrics.
literally,
Right?
it was
Love song.
love song album. We listened to that album, I think 6 times in a row.
Charlie seems like really just willing to, he's just down for whatever. Budweiser needs to find him and sponsor him. He's up for whatever, whenever. This guy follows you. You blew him off. You met him last week. You didn't care. You made him follow you into the bathroom, and then you made him listen to shitty Taylor Swift. No offense to the Swifties, but like, come on.
So, the next
And
morning, I'm like, I gotta go. And we hadn't slept. We'd just been drinking and listening to Taylor Swift. And so I go back, I was staying with one of my girlfriends, and Charlie's like, hey, do you want me to pick up you and your girlfriends for brunch? And I'm like, what? Like, why do you still want to talk to me? Anyway, so he picks us up, takes us to like some diner there around Mizzou. And I'm like, and he's like just the perfect gentleman. I'm like, what? Okay, cool. So then I'm like, he's the greatest, whatever. Well, I kept going back, and
What did you do when you went back?
well, a couple things. So Charlie did not want to date me, And I was just like,
which is actually, that's hard to believe, because if you go to the bathroom, you listen to Taylor Swift, and you offer to go to brunch the next day, one would believe.
Right, like I live in St. Louis, you live here, you're from Chicago. Totally. Why would we not date?
Yeah.
So yeah, no, he didn't want to date me, but I was not gonna give up. So every night that I was drunk, I would just punch in the beta code and just show up.
You breaking out of their house?
100%.
What did they say? Like, what was he like? Hey.
He was just always like, oh God, what are you doing here? And his like, all of the other like fraternity guys were like, oh no, Holly's here. So I did that, embarrassed myself for a full year and a half. The next semester, I actually unenrolled from Lindenwood and went to Mizzou, and still didn't want him to date me.
Damn it, Charlie.
But like every time Charlie was like, hey, want to come hang out? I was like, done.
I'm on my way. Actually, I've been in the parking lot this entire time.
I'm actually already here. Yeah, no, I was like that creepy girl that was like madly in love with him and he wanted nothing to do with me.
Was it before or after you peed his bed that he didn't want anything to do with you?
Okay, so.
Because she didn't want to talk about the fact that she peed the bed, but she's peed Charlie's bed. Once, twice, 3 times a lady. How many?
More than a lady.
More than a lady. Woman. A woman's amount of pissing the bed. Okay.
Yeah, yep, that.
Yeah.
Looking back, really embarrassing. I should have never shown face ever again.
Yeah.
But I was like, whatever, YOLO.
College.
Gonna hang out again. So yeah, one time I went down there with one of my girlfriends and she was ready to go home and I was not. And so Charlie was like, I'll drive her back to St. Louis tomorrow. You can take her car home tonight. So literally, I stayed there and continued to hang out. And the next day, he drove me all the way back to St. Louis and then drove back to Mizzou.
That's like determination.
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Charlie seems like a nice guy.
he is a nice guy. He just was like, you're a train wreck. So
Does Charlie want to drive here to be on the show?
probably not.
Probably not. Do you want to give like your final like Charlie, we're meant to be together. It's you and me, Charlie. I've grown up. She's like once, twice, 3 times. Not gonna pee your bed again.
This is true. So Charlie and I have kept in contact like since college until like today.
Yeah.
Still has not been like, let me fly there and take you out.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Not
so,
yet.
you know, maybe like another 11 years.
No, I don't think you need. Listen, things move quickly. You're a different person now. When's the last time you peed the bed? Probably not for a while. You don't have to answer that.
It has been a very long time.
Yeah, so he should give you another chance.
I think Charlie has a girlfriend.
Charlie has a girlfriend. Well, I don't want to ruffle any feathers, but you know, maybe, I don't know. Maybe she pees the bed and then that brings back, it's like a trigger point for him and he's out. You never know. Charlie, you're welcome to slide into her DMs. We'll put you on the show because, again, we're just looking for this match, for the first ever Sunday Scary Show match. And it could be Charlie. Yeah.
Probably couldn't be.
We'll let you know. We'll let you know how it goes. Okay, one of my favorite segments, and I thought of this segment because of a story that we had together from way back in the day. Favorite segment ever, how to hook a hot girl. AKA, like, how would you want a guy to approach you? Because back when you used to work at, oh my God, sushi place, help me.
Drunken Fish.
Drunken Fish. Back when you worked at Drunken Fish, and we would go there after Rams cheerleading practice on like Tuesdays or Thursdays, and they would have karaoke, and it would always be like our girls' night. There'd be like 4 or 5 of us after practice. Just want to listen to karaoke. Just want to, like, I don't know, probably talk a little shit, you know? And then you're like glued to it in that moment, and without fail, here comes somebody like, hey, ladies, with his stupid tie and his still like, oh, I'm like, it's like that Jenna Marbles video, like, can't you see we's trying to have a girls' night?
I remember Jenna Marbles. I forgot about
That's what I feel like. So what's your thoughts? Like, if you're out with girlfriends, can a guy approach? How would you want him to approach? Do you want him to even come near you? Or are you hanging out with your Karens and you don't want to be bothered?
my mind goes into a lot of different places because yes, you can absolutely approach a group of girls, but you have to acknowledge all the group of girls.
Oh, I don't know. Do you have to like Karen? Hi, Karen.
I think so too. Like I appreciate like someone saying, "Hi, ladies, how are you?" Like, don't just come up to.
Do you? Oh, I don't know that I do.
Oh, I do. And you know why I do? It's because so little men approach women these days.
Because they're scared as hell.
Yeah, and it's like they have too many easy options, and so they don't have to work for it. You know? So like if a man, like you go to any other city, I'm not kidding. Mm-hmm. Any other city, other countries, men approach women.
Really? It's like a St. Louis thing that they're afraid?
Yes.
No, really?
Yeah, they think they're too cool. They're, they're like whatever.
Really?
Yes.
You think it's a too cool thing or too scared?
Well, I think it's underneath the too scared thing. But like they're like someone should want me. You know what I mean?
They should come to me. Oh, you know what, Joe? I feel like that's how you are. Is that how you were? Like you expect. We had this conversation because would you expect a girl to come to you? You would not approach a girl at a bar, or you would? You would never buy a girl a drink, and I was like, if we would have met at a bar, that would have been rude. I think.
Yeah. So it's not. We don't even get to the part where it's like, are you going to buy me a drink? Because no one here approaches women. So if I'm out in a group or by myself or whatever, I think if a man is confident and wants to go after something, then absolutely approach a girl.
That's true.
And
because you would always be nice, because you are always very nice to people that approach you. I feel like I was always nice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
They're afraid of that. They're afraid that you're gonna be like, Larry, you and your button down, please leave, okay?
No.
But I could be that one girl that gives the look. I could be the one girl that gives the look. Because I've got that resting bitch face, always have. You know? People just like think it's...
I don't think so.
No, I think so.
No.
I think so. I don't need to.
But here's the thing. If you're not willing to take a chance to approach me and get like turned down, then
chances are he's not going to like let you listen to Taylor Swift for 4 hours.
Well, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
then that just is. I mean that shows kind of your character. Like
they are scared shitless. I know they are. I know so many guys that will tell me like, oh, I'm just too afraid to ever go approach a girl because what if she says no? Guys, and I've pulled it. Guys are really interested in girls going and asking them out, and girls making the first move. Have you ever done it?
I make the first move all the fucking time. I got a very funny story to tell about this actually.
Is it with Charlie or is it someone else?
Nope, someone else. I don't even know his name, but I was at Crazy Bowls and Wraps with one of my girlfriends.
I would not see it going this way. Okay.
Yep.
Crazy Bowls and Wraps love story.
And we're sitting there, like my girlfriend and I, like having whatever, and this very handsome man walks in, and no ring. He's by himself, and he's ordering his food. And you know how you put like your little number where you're going, and then he went to the restroom, and we were almost done. And so I'm like, Hillary, I'm like, go put my business card over, like where he's sitting. And she's like, what? I'm like, do it, hurry, before he gets back. Like, I couldn't even do it. I thought we were gonna be gone by the time he came back and discovered said card. You know, I thought he can like Google, like Facebook, figure out like what it looked like and then figure out if he, like decide like if he wants to utilize that number. No, he peed very quickly and came back to his place of sitting, and I'm like, we gotta go, oh my gosh, we gotta go. And he looks over and smiles, and I'm like, oh shit, you know. He walks over, and I'm like, this was not the plan. Like I was supposed to be gone.
Told him this?
No, like in my head, I'm
like,
thinking,
don't come over here, you're not supposed to, this is not how this works.
So he comes over and he's like, hey Holly, and I thought that was, he just knew my name because it was on my card. And he was like, I met you like 3 years ago with your girlfriend,
you
whatever.
Never remember these guys.
I asked a guy at Molly's one time, I'm like, how do I know you? I'm like, do you work with my mom? And he's like,
we dated for 2 years.
He's like, we literally went on 3 dates. So
I'm like, oh my God. His face goes.
I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, do you want a shot? I know his name was Russ.
Well, now
But once he reminded me, I was like, oh yeah, you work for the.
you just made that up. His name's probably David.
No, his name is actually Russ. Well, I think.
His name is Randy.
But he did message me, and when I realized who it was, I was like, yeah, no.
Wait, I thought he came up to you at Crazy Bowls.
He did.
Oh, and then afterwards he
And then afterward, I was like, oh my gosh,
gotta go.
I remember that. And then we left, and then he proceeded to like utilize the number that I left. And I, since then, had like looked up who he was, and I was like, that's so-and-so's friend, who's blah, 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 that's how we met. Nope, nope, not for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing. If you think you don't like someone like the first go around, like sometimes you forget and then you try to revisit it. Never a good idea.
And then you remember why.
Yes, exactly.
And then you remember why.
Yeah, so try to hit on someone that I previously had discovered I didn't want to hit on. So.
You know what though? At least you shot your shot.
That's what I'm saying. I'm an aggressive personality and I appreciate that reciprocation. Like,
So whoever slides into your DM after this episode, fair game. No judgment. Like,
yeah,
happy to have you.
yeah. Take your shot.
Take your shot. Okay. This is the best time of the show for me because I know what's coming and what to expect. Dare or scare? Did you watch it? You don't even know what you're in for at all.
No.
Okay.
It's just like,
Actually, I forgot to ask you at the beginning of this. Have you ever had a paranormal experience? Is that what you're afraid of so much? Because when I asked Holly to come on the show, she was like, I hate all ghost shit. I hate ghost stuff. No, I don't. I was like, okay, I'll sit you down and talk about dating.
So I've never had a paranormal experience, but my mom, she's one of the most like skeptical, like no bullshit people.
Show me
and
state girl.
She has had some.
Where? At your house?
No, at a girlfriend's house when she was like 21.
It's like a Ouija board thing?
No.
No.
So my mom had just had Heather, I think my older sister, I think she was like 6 months, which means my mom was 20, not 21. My mom worked at a dental office, and one of the other gals that worked at the dental office had asked her to like come stay the night. So she did, and she'd always said, my house is haunted, like the TV turns on and off, like blah, blah, blah. My mom was always like, yeah, okay, whatever. So that's exactly Carrie Liz.
That's exactly how she would. I'm surprised that she would believe in it at all.
I don't think she ever would have if she wouldn't have experienced.
So the lady tells her, like, oh, it's haunted, and she's like, man, yeah, okay.
My mom was like, okay. So they go there, she goes to stay the night, and it's this gal's parents' house. Backstory is that her dad died
In the house?
I don't know in the house, but the mom was having an affair before the dad died. And then when the dad died, the person she was having an affair with moved in. Mm-hmm. And then I guess that's when all like the crazy shit started happening. Yeah. So like
I would do the same thing.
Yeah. Like
haunting.
Golf clubs flying across.
Golf clubs flying? Oh, I would take his golf clubs, I'd be like,
So my mom was like, at first it was like TVs turning off and on, like lights turning off and on. And she was like, okay, whatever. Then they got like sick of the TV turning off and on, so they went up to bed and like turned the TV on in the room. And my mom's girlfriend fell asleep like almost right away. My mom obviously was like, And she had a glass of ice water on her nightstand next to her, my mom did, and it started stirring.
no.
Like there was someone stirring it, but there was no one stirring it.
Yeah.
And so she woke her friend up. She's like, you're freaking out. So she woke her friend up and she's like, I'm kind of hungry. So they went downstairs, and kitchen's here, dining room's here, and then a bathroom on the main floor. And so my mom was making salami sandwiches. Okay. And her girlfriend went to go to the restroom. So my mom was like, I'm facing the counter and I'm making salami sandwiches, and she's like, and I like feel all kinds of weird. She's like, so I'm like, nope, you're going crazy. She's like, whatever. She goes, I turn around and all of the chairs that were around the table were around me.
Oh no.
So she screams for her girlfriend. Her girlfriend runs out of the bathroom, and she said the china cabinet was just like beating up against the wall.
Oh my God, that gives me goosebumps. Oh.
So I was like, I can't stay here. I don't know if you should stay here. And, like, it was whatever.
She's like, oh girl, this is just Wednesday night, no problem.
Yeah. So my mom's girlfriend asked her to take her home from work one day, and she was like, sure, but like I'm just dropping you off. Like that was some crazy shit, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And so they picked up my sister Heather. You know, she's in a car seat, whatever, sleeping. They pull into the driveway. Heather wakes up screaming, crying. She gets out the second she gets off the street, back asleep.
Oh, goosebumps.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's a great little lead into the Dare or Scare segment. So essentially, like, now you're freaking me out. I don't want to go downstairs. We're going downstairs. So Dare or Scare, you either have to do whatever dare, and I'm going to say right now, like, my dare would be you're calling Charlie on camera right now.
Let's do it.
No, you're supposed to take the scare, I thought. I thought you wanted to go see the ghost.
Why don't we do Dare and
Clearly.
Scare? Has anyone accepted both?
No, but clearly you just really want to talk to Charlie. First, we'll just go downstairs first, see the ghost. I can't wait to see what you drum
I
up.
think if I see a ghost, I'm going to be just as scared as Charlie is about me contacting him.
But Charlie hasn't prepped with that whiskey.
It's true.
Okay, we'll catch you in the basement. Okay, here we are. Dare or Scare, and she has chosen the scare portion.
Everybody, this is going to be terrible.
Clearly she can't wait. So let me just like fill you in on this. Enough of what, like I told you, don't shit talk the ghost, because they feed off that, I'm telling you. The space, I think this was built in the 1800s, I'm pretty sure. Remember, it's the Lent family brewery, so this is what, like, they were bigger than what Anheuser-Busch is back in the day. They were the end all be all, and this is where they, oh God, Maureen scared me. This is where they kept all their beer. So down here, it's much cooler, as you can tell, and some weird shit.
Yeah, because heat rises.
Heat rises, so it's much cooler down here.
What if we went this way?
Don't go that way.
Why?
If you want to go this way, I hate this way, but sure. Okay, woo. So, this is cork-lined rooms. No one can hear you scream.
It'd be the best place to have like a torture chamber.
This is what that, I mean, like, am I allowed to say that yet? Yeah. Okay, that's exactly what happened down here. So, if you Google the package killer, you can read up all about it. A guy in the 90s, not even that long ago, like he probably still freaking lives.
Yeah.
Back when this area was just an abandoned building, nothing going on. Girl, you're brave, little thing. Kept his women captive down here. He picked them up off the street, because down here you're discombobulated, like the energy's freaking weird. It's pitch black, you have nothing. And back where the pit is where they were kept. But if you can imagine, like, if you want to turn off your cell phone light, you can see how it's pitch black.
He kept people captive down here.
Yeah.
I want to kill him. Well, who is he?
He's the package killer. Okay, oh no. That's like ghost, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, don't be surprised if it rolls back. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, I'm out.
No, you're not out.
Are you serious? It's rolling back down. I don't want to play with that. I don't want to play. You do? I told you not to. That's the go. You can't.
It's not coming back.
It's moving. Nah.
Right there. It's good.
Girl, if these things are, it's like terrifying. I hate it down here. I hate it.
Like, watch. It's gonna like start like shooting at us. Like it's some stupid.
Are you seriously not afraid?
No.
Okay. I am. Please go.
Let's go that way then.
No. But like, look how. It's so It's so creepy.
Yeah, it's terribly creepy, and
Terribly uncomfortable.
I agree.
No way. No, don't put me in the back. I don't want to be in the back. I don't want to be in the back. I will run the hell out of here.
Let's go to the elevator.
I don't know how you got so brave.
Let's do it. Where's the fucking pit?
Right.
Oh, in here?
Yeah, that's where he kept the women.
You know, sleepers.
That's where he kept the women because we had the ladder down here in case the door gets shut. But once you're in here and he tied them up with these cables and would like throw candy bars down, so there's no way out.
Cool.
So, you ready for?
Have you ever read A Child Called It?
Yeah, I don't like it.
Yeah, this is the same situation. All right, let's do it. All right, you guys come with me. All right, she's coming with me. Come on.
I'm not in that. I don't think she agreed. She didn't
No,
sign
no,
up.
no,
She didn't
no,
sign
no,
up.
no, 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 no,
Holly,
no.
she didn't sign up for the show, but you signed up for the show. So there's a difference there.
It's terrible. But 8 people were murdered.
All right, so we just came out of the very haunted basement, the pit. How you feel?
Okay.
She feels great. Don't forget to slide into Holly's DM. We promise we won't trap you, Charlie, in the basement. We promise not to trap you.
But I may try to trap you. But anyway,
That was a thirst trap. Charlie, call Holly, and everybody else, we'll see you on the next episode of the Sunday Scary Show.